Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom and we talk about them in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you know you've come to the right place. And we try to be positive on this channel, but sometimes we have to report on some crazy news. And that's the case today with the latest development in the Ezra Miller saga. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so Ezra Miller has been getting into trouble for quite some time, and a lot of these incidences have been caught on tape, and yet Warner Brothers has swept it all under the rug in hopes of not getting negative publicity. However, this latest incident in their downward spiral may in fact have cost them their entire career. Now, here is the thing about that. TMZ has gotten some documents from some parents of an 18-year-old girl who is staying with Ezra Miller apparently now. And they are accusing them of grooming their teenage daughter. And they are asking for a court protective order. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of this article as we go because I kind of want to get the wording right as it is presented in the article and make extra sure we are telling you what has been reported. And this is one of those times where it's so crazy that, you just kind of want to get the facts there. So it's from TMZ, but don't hold that against it. TMZ has reported and broken a lot of stories in the past. They are a gossip site, but they get the scoop on a lot of stuff that regular reporters don't. Now, according to this, it says that the parents say that Ezra Miller is not only a bad influence to their daughter, but a danger to their daughter's well-being. The daughter is an 18-year-old woman now, but according to the new legal documents obtained by TMZ, Dakota Iron Eyes met the then 23-year-old Miller in 2016. When she was 12 years old. The actor was visiting the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota, and from there Dakota's parents say she and Ezra developed a friendship that they believe puts their daughter at risk. Now, Dakota's parents say that Miller then flew her to London in 2017 to visit the studio where Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was filmed because she was a huge fan of the series. At that time of that trip, Dakota was 14 and Ezra Miller was 25. The friendship then continued, and Dakota's parents claimed that Ezra supplied their underage daughter, with alcohol, marijuana, and LSD. Not only that, they claim that Ezra, best known as the Flash in the DC superhero films, disrupted Dakota's schooling at a private institute in Massachusetts so much that she dropped out in December of 2021. Now, the parents say that they flew to Miller's Vermont home in January to get their daughter, and she didn't have her driver's license, car keys, bank card, or any other items she would need to navigate her own life independently. They say they also found bruises on Dakota's body, which they allege Ezra caused. Shortly after she got home, Dakota's parents say that she fled to New York City to reunite with Ezra, and from there the pair has been traveling together to Vermont, Hawaii, and Los Angeles. The two were spotted at a club in Hawaii in a video obtained by TMZ. This is one of those incidences where he got arrested and got in trouble, apparently. And it says, as we reported, Miller got arrested several times during their stay in Hawaii, including an incident where they allegedly attacked bar patrons. In the documents, Dakota's parents say Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Dakota. They claim that Ezra also told Dakota to go by Gibson, which was a name she kind of only used with family. It was sort of a nickname. Then there is this. They say that Ezra decided that Dakota is non-binary transgender when she had previously declared herself non-binary queer gay. Now it goes on to say that it seems that Dakota was aware of her parents' concerns, and she recently took to social media to say she's mentally stable and that her comrade, Ezra, has been a help in her life. She also says she's recently gotten a therapist and is looking forward to the future. Now, this is the document that she put out on social media. She says, I'd like to make a statement to acknowledge the tragedy that is the narrative of the general public and assumptions made on my behalf by my family and friends regarding my stability and otherwise. I dropped out of Bard 5 months ago. My friend and comrade William passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted, and I've needed space and time for processing the grief. My comrade, Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss. I am in no way, under any circumstances, have ever been during my short-lived adulthood in need of a conservatorship. My father and his allegations hold no weight and are frankly transphobic and based in the notion that I am somehow incapable of coherent thought or opposing options to those of my own kindred. She then goes on to say some other stuff in this article that we're not going to continue and read the whole article. It is available on TMZ, but I wanted to read a majority of what was said to kind of give you this idea of this narrative that has been set and whether or not Ezra Miller is guilty of any of the charges here that have been put upon them now. It becomes a matter of, can Warner Brothers remain silent? They've just been bought out by Discovery, and the guy running Discovery has got to be thinking to himself that this may not be worth it because they can't even promote this movie with the movie's star. How do you promote a movie if you can't promote it with the movie's star? That, to me, becomes a real problem. So, how do you do this? How do you go forward? if you have to wonder if you're the executive in charge of this entire situation, is it worth it to put this movie out knowing that its star is now pretty much unbankable? Too much controversy has surrounded it. They have tried to maintain a level of quiet about it all. They've tried to sweep it under the rug as much as they can, but it's just getting away from them quicker and quicker. And it can't go on. And this latest charge may be the straw that broke the camel's back. If it's me, I don't think that we are seeing this movie come out anymore. I don't think we get to see this movie because as much as everyone kind of wanted to see the Flash movie, and as much as this movie was supposed to be the narrative that was going to move forward any future DCEU movies, now we have to wonder if it's worth it. Are people gonna go and see this movie thinking about these incidences, mainly this last one? As much as people want the Flash movie, I don't think people go and see this movie now. I don't think that there's a lot of market for this movie now. If you can't have them promote their own movie, and what are you going to do? Throw it on streaming? They already tried to commit to this movie coming out in theaters. To throw it on streaming is going to hurt the box office anyway. Do they quietly let this movie come out and do no promotion at all? I'm curious as to what you guys think should be done in this situation. This is a tragic and very horrible situation that has arisen. And where do you think Warner Brothers needs to stand on that? Where do you think Discovery needs to stand on that? That's where I leave it to you guys. Okay, so make sure to leave us a comment in the comment box below, because we want to know what you think about this. And, let's have a conversation. Also, don't forget to share this content with all of your friends so they get the same great content you're getting. And then make sure that you are subscribing and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And at the end of the day, friends, fandom is family.